Okay, in Design Space, let's start a new project and upload. We're going to upload our Easter card. Hit Browse and find on your computer where you saved your download from Etsy. So Easter bunny egg card with envelope. And it will pop up in Design Space after you import it. Upload down here. And click to get this into Insert Images. And here we are. Here's our whole project. And we need to ungroup. And the first thing we're going to do is change our cut lines to score lines. So on the card base, click on the card base here. Over at your menu, you will see both of these are highlighted. You need to take the top one, which is the score line, and change it from cut to score. And holding your Shift key on your computer, if you're in Windows, the score line and the card base will be highlighted and attach. And the same thing for your envelope. Come down here on your menu and click on the rectangle that is your score line, changing it from cut to score over here, and back on your menu, the Shift key to both of those and attach. And you need to scroll down a little bit to get to your pop-out bases. They already have cut lines on them. You need to attach, so they are already highlighted, both boxes, and attach. Same thing for the pop-out base behind it. Both highlighted and attach. And up here to make it, which should put you on your max. And you'll be ready to go to cut this all out and make your card. Continue. Okay, you have all your Happy Easter pop-out card items cut out, and what we're going to do first is put our little pop-out border together. And you'll notice it did not cut all the way through on these. These are your fold lines. All you need to do is just pop them open. Okay, let's make the base for our pop-out. And you will notice that I'm holding the base, the cut lines are on the top. The other base, the cut lines are going to be on the bottom. And what you're going to do is you're going to turn these so that the crosshairs are going to make an X. They will slide in between each other like this. So you have an X. This becomes your base for the pop out. And if you turn it, you can go ahead and finish your pop out by easily just pinching that. That's your front now. And right here on the second cut line, you're going to fold it and make sure that it just ends up so it's even with the other base. So you're creasing right here, make a fold, and the same thing on the other side. Fold it in and make a crease. And now when you pop it out, it should go out easily enough. Now you're going to put the second X together by interweaving the slits again. Like this, and they should slide down on top of each other. Boy, that's going in there. Okay, so that is your base for your pop out. When it goes on the card, one end will attach to the back of the card and the other end will be your front. So let's put our card base together. Have all of our pieces, and I'm going to fold it first. You should have a score line, that'll make it easier to fold. And I'm going to get that ready. Okay, let's put the fence on, and I'm using double-sided tape just on the edges. And it goes straight to the bottom of the card, lining up with the very base of the card. And our grass, first row will go on top of the gate with our little eggs. And our second row goes on top of that. And I am going to put my yellow egg in. Underneath here, our bunny is going to hold the blue egg. And he kind of sits in between the, let's make it like this, in between the grass. And so we can put our Happy Easter, happy at the top. And Easter will go on the green grass. And so the outside of our card is done. Now to work on the inside, which is where the pop out is going to go. So okay, so this item is the back of the pop out. It has the pink, blue, and yellow egg. And we can put those on. And then I'm going to put the blue and the yellow one underneath the pink. And so this is the back of the pop out. It's going to set in the middle section. We need to make sure we put the pop out down to the bottom so that this right here is not going to interfere when we close the card. And so let's finish the rest of the pop out. Okay, so let's put the fence on, and I used double-sided tape to put on the edges. And the second grass and bunnies will go right on here on the fence. And slide your yellow egg in here, and that is all going to be glued down. Okay, flip his ear out. And now let's just see what that looks like when we put the back layer in. So we will open up this, and the back layer slips in, showing the pop out. Maybe I can tilt this up to show you. And then these two last backing pieces will get glued onto the card base. And again, make sure everything is going to be allowing for the top to close. I'm going to put the double-sided tape right on the bottom and the outside edges of the last layer. And I will tape that to the card base. Very bottom, and get that centered. So let's see. If you fold the back over, which was actually the front of your card, front opens and make it in a V, you can set your card up and it will set by itself. This can pop out and you have a nice pop out Easter card. Now let's do our envelope. You should have score lines on all four corners that you're going to fold in. On all four of those sides, and we're going to use the double-sided tape. And if you don't want to use the score lines, just take a ruler and add up your corners, line up your corners, and just crease along the edge. Okay, now we're going to bring the bottom up to make our envelope, and also using double-sided tape. To the bottom of the bottom flap edges. And folding this up to make your envelope, and your card fits inside. Happy Easter. And when it folds back up, to close your card, you have the additional yellow egg. And you can change the colors and design space to whatever colors you would like to use.